Oprah Winfrey finds herself in distress as Iyanya Vanzant takes a bold step to expose some truths. With Oprah's considerable influence as a prominent Hollywood figure, she is known for canceling those who dare to reveal her secrets. Iyanya Vanzant, a celebrated life coach, author, and television personality, is recognized for her inspirational guidance and healing approach on her show, Iyanya, Fix My Life. During an Oscar ceremony, Oprah seemed visibly annoyed and frustrated by the standing ovation that Mo'Nique received. As the executive producer of Precious, Oprah's reaction was particularly striking. It appeared at that moment that she was displeased to see someone else celebrated for what she felt was her hard work. Mo'Nique, however, chose not to confront Oprah about this incident. Instead, she decided to move forward with her life and career. Later that same year, Mo'Nique received a phone call from Oprah. In the conversation, Oprah mentioned that she was considering featuring Mo'Nique's brother, Gerald, on The Oprah Winfrey Show. She expressed her desire to use that airtime to publicly apologize to Mo'Nique and discuss the issues that had caused her pain. Mo'Nique, however, made it clear, saying, "I want nothing to do with my brother in any capacity." Oprah reassured her, "If you want me to completely scrap the show and not bring your brother on, I will respect that." But Mo'Nique insisted, "If you truly want to interview him, I won't stand in your way." With Mo'Nique's words in mind, Oprah moved forward with her plans. Not only did she invite Gerald onto her show, but she also welcomed Mo'Nique's parents. Together, they discussed Mo'Nique's childhood trauma in her absence, shedding light on her experiences and journey. Iyanya Vanzant has come forward to expose some uncomfortable truths about Oprah Winfrey, suggesting that she looks down on Black individuals and has failed to compensate them fairly over the years. Numerous allegations have emerged, claiming that Oprah does not treat her guests with the respect they deserve on her show. In a notable exchange, when asked about her virginity, a guest on The Oprah Winfrey Show expressed discomfort. "How could you ask me that question?" the guest replied, emphasizing that such personal matters should not be discussed openly. The guest added, "You can call me old-fashioned if you want, but to me, that's very personal." The conversation left the guest feeling embarrassed, highlighting the sensitive nature of discussing personal topics on a public platform. Moreover, there are accusations suggesting that Oprah has played a significant role in canceling many celebrities in the industry, using her influence to silence those who oppose or expose her. One individual recalled their experience on The Oprah Winfrey Show, saying, "I was on Oprah's show doing Change Your Life TV, and then people saw me, and other networks came after." This perspective raises questions about the ethics of using one's platform. Vanzant also challenges the perception of Oprah as a saintly figure. Despite her public image as a compassionate leader, numerous allegations paint a different picture. Oprah is not the saintly figure she appears to be on screen, Vanzant asserts. She further explains, "There's never been a time that I texted you that you didn't respond, and that's what relationships are about." The relationship between Vanzant and Oprah reflects a deeper bond of support among women of color. "We love each other, and we've loved each other for a long time," Vanzant shares, emphasizing that such relationships don't require constant presence, but are rooted in mutual respect and communication. Vanzant claims that Oprah has mistreated and underpaid many Black individuals while using her influence to silence critics and tarnish their reputations. Referring to the film Precious, she counters claims that she did not support the project, stating, "Taji will tell you herself that I've been the greatest champion of this film." She elaborated, "Whenever I heard there was a problem with the cars or the food, I stepped in to do whatever I could to make it right." Oprah Winfrey is widely known for her influence in Hollywood, often managing the careers and reputations of many. One prominent example is Mo'Nique, who continues to assert that Oprah is behind her career blacklisting, highlighting the complex dynamics at play within the industry. Mo'Nique has made serious allegations against Oprah Winfrey, claiming that Oprah used her considerable influence to significantly hinder her professional opportunities. This situation has had a profound impact on Monique's career trajectory, highlighting a darker side of Oprah's influence. Monique suggests that Oprah's actions were a deliberate effort to undermine her success, contributing to a broader narrative of Oprah's alleged misuse of power to silence and control those who dare to challenge her. Monique recalls a specific conversation where she asserted her worth. "Listen, I don't care where the money comes from. Pay me," she continued. "I said I'm not in the business of writing checks for free, so we have a mutual agreement, no problem." Despite their initial cordiality, the situation soured when Monique refused to work for free, leading to her being labeled as difficult in the industry. "Now here comes the blackball," she stated. "They said she and her husband are difficult to work with, and suddenly nobody wanted to hire Monique because Oprah Winfrey said so." Monique also revealed a conversation where Oprah agreed with her husband's position regarding their professional disputes. "When it hit that I was difficult, she stayed quiet and said nothing," Monique explained. In another instance, Monique learned that Tyler Perry had described her as a joy to work with when speaking to another director, David Talbert, further contradicting the narrative that Oprah had perpetuated about her. Iyanya Vanzant continues to shed light on these controversial actions by Oprah. Despite Oprah's powerful influence and public image as a benevolent figure, Vanzant courageously highlights the discrepancies between Oprah's on-screen persona and her off-screen behavior. In a memorable segment, Oprah gathered a group of 276 audience members who had been hand-selected because they all had a desperate need for a vehicle but could not afford one. "Listen to me carefully," Oprah instructed the audience before revealing a special package. "Do not open it until I tell you." As the cameras rolled, she finally instructed them, "Open your boxes." In another segment addressing issues of discrimination, Jane Elliott conducted a controversial exercise where she separated audience members based on their eye color. The participants had no idea they were being treated differently. Those with brown eyes were given special treatment, while those with blue eyes were not. The blue-eyed group became upset when they saw the brown-eyed people being seated first, Vanzant explained, highlighting the stark disparities and discomfort that arose from this social experiment. In an appearance on The Breakfast Club, Vanzant discussed her decision to leave the Oprah Winfrey Show, revealing her experiences and the internal conflicts that ultimately led to her exit. Her revelations left many questioning the true reasons behind her departure from such a prominent platform. Oprah Winfrey's call to Iyanya Vanzant appeared to be a strategic move aimed at managing public perception and addressing the fallout from serious allegations. Vanzant recalls her experiences. "I had already become an author who sold over 6 million books across 14 different titles. Yes, I appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and Miss Winfrey invited me back repeatedly. Eventually, I became part of her Change Your Life faculty, and everything seemed fine. I traveled all over the country and made many appearances on her show. However, the atmosphere changed when allegations emerged regarding Oprah's connections to serious misconduct. In one controversial segment, Oprah discussed the complex feelings experienced by a young child who had been inappropriately touched. "Even if you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good," she stated. "For it to work, it has to be someone you know, someone you admire, someone you respect, or maybe even love." Vanzant expresses her concern about the implications of such statements. "If you're a young child and someone is touching you, it can feel good, even if you don't understand what it is. That was a particularly challenging part for me when I began therapy." She recalls grappling with the confusion surrounding these experiences. "What does it mean that it felt good? That's one of the biggest things I discussed in therapy. One reason it's so confusing for children is that when I first brought this up years ago, people thought I was crazy. Society often wants to frame it as pure assault, where someone is violently attacked. But I have always said, if an abuser is skilled, you might not even recognize it's happening. You might feel like you're part of it. Oprah Winfrey's initiative to open a girls' school in Africa has often been celebrated as a noble endeavor. However, it is not without its controversies. Since the school's inception, disturbing incidents have surfaced that have raised serious concerns about the environment within the academy. In her own words, Oprah expressed her passion for education, stating, "I'm going to go village to village personally with a team of people and pull young girls out of villages and huts who would never have dreamed of or had an opportunity for an education. In many places, if you're a girl, you are considered a second-class citizen." She believed that education was the key to empowering these girls, offering them a chance to become the leaders of Africa. "I'm building a girls' academy, one brick at a time," she explained. "I believe that education is freedom. It saved my life, and I want to save others through it." Oprah elaborated on her vision, saying, "I have a foundation and we do lots of things to educate people. I use whatever I have to contribute." When a supporter expressed disbelief at her seriousness, Oprah simply replied, "Thank you for being so nice to me. It's tremendous work." Since the school's opening, however, there have been troubling events that have cast a shadow over its reputation. Among the most alarming incidents was when a child's body was discovered in a student's bag, alongside multiple suspensions of girls for misconduct. These occurrences have raised significant concerns about the safety and well-being of the students, as well as Oprah's involvement in managing the institution, especially since these events began to unfold around 2007. Oprah Winfrey opened a boarding school in South Africa, which was initially celebrated as a noble initiative. The academy featured modern amenities like salons and gyms. However, it soon faced serious allegations regarding the treatment of students. Some reports suggested that the school was misused, with claims that young girls were allegedly groomed for inappropriate purposes. Oprah personally selected the students based on their physical appearance. As troubling incidents came to light, one report detailed an employee being charged with misconduct involving minors, which raised concerns about the school's environment. At least 6 girls aged 13 to 15 were reportedly involved in these allegations. Oprah stated she would investigate the situation, but following her inquiry, the employee was cleared of wrongdoing. Critics suggested that there may have been attempts to cover up these incidents, including a shocking report of a newborn baby found on the school premises. Comedian Trevor Noah humorously addressed the controversies surrounding Oprah's school, using wit to highlight the serious issues that emerged. He noted the disparity between the school's high costs, around $50 million, and the quality of its staff. While the facilities were state-of-the-art, some teachers faced scrutiny for their disciplinary methods, leading to concerns about student welfare. Compounding the controversy, reports surfaced that some graduates of the academy had gone missing, with their whereabouts unknown. Although there is no confirmed link between these disappearances and the school, conspiracy theories have circulated, fueling ongoing discussions about Oprah's influence and the academy's practices. In the comments section, many express that Oprah holds significant power, making it nearly impossible for anyone to question her. This leaves serious issues unresolved to this day. One voice stands out, calling attention to a troubling matter. What happened to the children at your all-girls school in Africa? Why have so many of the girls gone missing from the graduating class, and why is no one talking about it? I believe it's because you and your team are protected and I don't appreciate it. I urge everyone to speak up. If you know anything about these missing girls, share the information and spread the word. Where are the girls who attended Oprah's school? Why is there not enough coverage on this? In contrast, there has been a great deal of attention given to 5 other missing individuals, which makes the lack of coverage on this issue even more perplexing. Oprah's show has often faced criticism for how she treated her guests, favoring controversial figures to boost ratings. This strategy of sensationalism has drawn backlash, as many believe it compromised the integrity of her program, prioritizing entertainment over meaningful dialogue. One notable incident occurred in 1986, when the then 19-year-old Cindy Crawford appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Alongside John Casablancas, the founder of Elite Model Management who discovered her, Oprah created an uncomfortable moment for Cindy. She asked Cindy to stand up and show off her body to the audience. Although Cindy agreed reluctantly, it was evident that she felt very uncomfortable. Oprah remarked, "So, did you have to groom her? Did she always have this body? This is unbelievable. Stand up for a moment because no one saw you come in standing up. Now this is what I call a very good, very good." In a reflective interview years later, Cindy Crawford expressed that her experience on the Oprah Winfrey Show was deeply upsetting. She felt treated like chattel, emphasizing that women often were expected to be seen and not heard. She recalled, "When Oprah asked me to stand up and show my body, it felt like she was questioning why I deserved to be there. At the moment, I didn't recognize how inappropriate it was, but looking back, I realized it was so not okay, especially coming from Oprah." Many viewers echoed Cindy's sentiments, labeling the moment as exploitative and misogynistic. Another controversial moment on the show occurred when NFL quarterback Drew Brees appeared as a guest. While they were live on air, Oprah reached over and attempted to wipe something off his face, mistakenly believing it was lipstick. In reality, it was a birthmark. Oprah frequently asked her guests personal questions, often delving into sensitive topics, including their sexual orientation. This approach sometimes made her guests uncomfortable and drew criticism for prioritizing sensationalism over respectful conversation. Frustration with Oprah's actions is not uncommon. One viewer voiced their discontent, saying, "I'm so tired of Oprah. All these people in the world have problems with you, and you think you aren't part of the problem. Nobody becomes a billionaire by being ethical. So, when I see Oprah getting dragged, I can't help but feel, ooh, hit her again, especially after how she treated people in the past. Prayer without works is dead. Give the land back." Thanks to the internet and the bravery of individuals like Iyanya Vanzant, awareness is growing about Oprah and other elites. This newfound scrutiny is shedding light on their controversial actions, prompting a broader call for accountability. Despite the many episodes of the Oprah Winfrey Show that lacked common courtesy and were rich in exploitation, there were also groundbreaking moments. One such moment occurred when comedian Ellen DeGeneres came out as a gay woman on the show. "This is just who I am," Ellen shared candidly. "I feel more comfortable being myself. It wasn't hard to tell my family, but I worried about my father since he's very religious. I thought he would have a hard time with it." Additionally, Taji, a prominent actress, expressed frustration about the industry's treatment of dark-skinned actors compared to their light-skinned counterparts. She remarked, "Producers know that dark-skinned actors often get paid less, believing those movies won't perform well in markets like China. This frustration isn't just about one role or one negotiation. It's something I, along with my friends and family, have to deal with constantly. Every time I break that glass ceiling at the next negotiation, I face the same issues." However, the complexities surrounding Oprah extend beyond Iyanya Vanzant's remarks. She is also entangled in the recent Sean Diddy controversy. What lies beneath her surface that grants her the authority to speak so boldly? Not only is P. Diddy facing serious allegations, but now Oprah Winfrey is also making headlines. Known for speaking her mind, Iyanya Vanzant has surprisingly turned her focus toward one of her own, Oprah. Vanzant has come forward, accusing the philanthropist of behavior similar to what Diddy has been facing. While Oprah dismisses these accusations as mere conspiracy theories, Vanzant offers a different perspective. "This experience has given me so much more compassion for young people," she shared. "I was reflecting this morning on what it would be like if I didn't know who I am, or if I didn't have the assurance that I am the master of my own fate. It could have taken me down." Vanzant expressed concern about the online attacks and slander that overshadow the critical issues at hand. All of the lies and conspiracy theories distract from what truly matters, she said, highlighting the importance of focusing on substantive issues. According to Vanzant, Oprah has been accused of pimping young girls to Hollywood bigwigs while maintaining an angelic public image. She further described Oprah as a controlling figure and suggested that Oprah might be attempting to silence those who dare to speak out against her. This, she believes, is part of the reason why she decided to take matters into her own hands. Currently, Oprah Winfrey faces growing criticism for allegedly dominating and mistreating black artists in an industry that has historically been unwelcoming to them. "They spit on us and called us bad names," Vanzant remarked, emphasizing the systemic issues at play. She pointed out that true power and influence come from connections, not just wealth. Reflecting on her journey, Vanzant mentioned her education, stating, "I went to law school to prepare for what I'm doing now because my mind wasn't trained. I was part of the inaugural class at Queens College Law School." The conversation takes a darker turn when recalling a time when Oprah was labeled a high priestess of a satanic death cult amidst rumors regarding her alleged support for pedophilia and sex trafficking. A now-deleted Facebook post referenced a TikTok video in which Oprah discussed the complicated perspective of a 7-year-old being manipulated by an abuser. In her words, "Even if you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good. When I first said this years ago, people thought I was crazy. Everyone wants to believe that abuse looks a certain way, but if the abuser is skilled, you won't even realize it's happening." This troubling assertion is yet another piece of evidence for critics who believe Oprah's true nature is concealed beneath her philanthropic facade. Barbara Winfrey, the ex-wife of Oprah's father, Vernon Winfrey, made bold claims about Oprah during a recent talk show appearance. She suggested that Oprah lacks confidence in her own skin, alleging that the media mogul often tries to undermine other black actors by aligning herself with Hollywood elites and selling her soul to them. Barbara recounted a specific incident from her visit to Oprah's Chicago condo. During the visit, Oprah used the intercom to announce, "Row in the house, grow in the house." While Oprah found it amusing, Barbara felt it was an insult. "I'm older than her, I know what it means. She was reminding us of our low class," Barbara explained. In her critique, Barbara also poked fun at Oprah's friendships, particularly with CBS co-anchor Gayle King and businessman Stedman Graham. She claimed that Oprah and Graham manage their relationship like a business partnership, rather than being in love. Furthermore, she characterized Oprah's bond with King as odd and toxic, asserting that everything Oprah does is motivated by numbers. This isn't the first time Oprah has faced criticism from colleagues. Actress Taraji P. Henson recently opened up about her struggles for equitable pay in Hollywood. Despite her long-standing career, Taraji highlighted that even when Oprah had the opportunity to advocate for fair compensation, she chose not to. Reflecting on her journey, Taraji said, "It just makes me feel good to give. I think as humans, we are supposed to be in service of each other. I've been doing this for over 2 decades, and it feels rewarding to know I have positively impacted others." She continued, "When someone says, 'We love you,' it feels like I've done something right. My prayer when I started was to do work that mattered. Work that would change lives. I wanted little girls to see themselves in me." However, Taraji expressed her frustration with the industry, stating, "I honestly didn't feel like I saw myself reflected in the roles available. They kept saying I was too edgy. But there are many of us out here. What they don't realize is that I'm trained. I will walk in as myself. I can deliver what you want, but I will do it my way. I'm tired of working hard and being gracious while getting paid a fraction of what I'm worth," Taraji admitted, breaking down in tears during the interview. "I'm exhausted from hearing my sisters echo the same struggles. After 20-plus years in this industry, it's disheartening to see the disparities in treatment and pay. "It's time for us to demand what we deserve," she declared, highlighting the ongoing battle for equality in Hollywood. Recently, many fans speculated that Taraji P. Henson's candid remarks were linked to the tension between her and Oprah Winfrey. The atmosphere grew even more charged when Monique reignited her long-standing feud with Oprah. In 2010, Oprah had invited Monique's estranged family members to her talk show, which Monique viewed as a betrayal. "Family is sacred, and we don't cross the line with family," she expressed during her interviews. Now, comedian Monique appears to be reviving her battle against Oprah. She supported Iyanya Vanzant's accusations, claiming that Winfrey blindsided her by interviewing her parents, who are currently estranged, on her show. Monique alleged that Oprah had stolen movie roles from her as well. In 2019, Monique claimed that she was blacklisted in Hollywood by Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels after she refused to participate in the Oscar campaign for the film Precious Without Compensation. Despite winning the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her role, Monique revealed that Daniels privately informed her she had been ostracized for speaking out. "Oprah made sure I wasn't paid a dime for my efforts on that movie," she stated. Monique also recalled a similar incident involving an unfinished biography of Richard Pryor. Although she and Daniels reconciled in 2022, she still seeks an apology from Oprah. During a recent podcast, she emphasized that both Winfrey and Perry should be guests to address the unfair treatment. "You've been unjust, and you watched a black woman be thrown under the bus, yet you said nothing," she lamented about Winfrey. "This woman has overstepped with me in so many ways." For context, the drama surrounding Monique's family appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show was a significant topic of discussion in the episode. Her older brother admitted to molesting her when she was just 7 years old. Monique expressed disbelief over the situation, recalling that Oprah had informed her that her brother, not her estranged parents, would be featured on the show. After the interview aired, Monique claimed that Oprah stopped returning her calls. After confronting Oprah at a gathering, Monique shared that Winfrey apologized, claiming her family had shown up unexpectedly that day. However, Monique found it difficult to accept this explanation. "I want y'all to take your time because I'm getting ready to go in," she warned, addressing her audience directly. "That's your camera right there because the people at home are wondering, Mo, what happened?" Monique recalled how her husband explained the situation to Oprah. "There have been times I've had to draw the line in the sand," Oprah reportedly said. Monique's husband questioned her. "What is different between you and Monique? You've got to draw the line, and you're saying when you know they're asking you for too much." Oprah acknowledged his point, saying, "You're absolutely right, and I understand your position." As the tensions continue to rise, it seems that the tides are turning against Oprah. The question remains, will Oprah be able to set the record straight, or is this the start of a significant backlash from a coalition of celebrities? What do you think? Through these narratives, we see a blend of personal experiences and broader societal issues, inviting deeper discussions about representation and accountability in the entertainment industry.